It was a moment of indescribable pain for Leanne O'Brien as she broke down in tears at the vigil for her boyfriend Jack Merritt. Clutching a soft pink toy, the veterinary science student was, along with hundreds of others, attending the memorial event at Cambridge's Guildhall when emotion overcame her and she was comforted by Jack's father, David. Leanne's 25-year-old boyfriend, along with Saskia Jones, 23, was involved with Cambridge University's Learning Together program for the rehabilitation of prisoners. But it was convicted terrorist Usman Khan, 28, whom they were seeking to help, who on Friday turned on them as they attended a prisoner rehabilitation event off London Bridge and stabbed them to death. Moments later, Khan, after being confronted by members of the public on London Bridge, was shot dead by police. The Cambridge vigil took place as Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn stood side by side to pay their respects at a separate event at Guildhall Yard in London, observing a minute's silence alongside members of the public. The pair were joined by Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, who called for people to come together in a spirit of defiance against terrorism following the killings and work for a future not defined by hatred but defined by hope, unity and love. He went on, "We come together this morning as Londoners to remember, to honor and to mourn the innocent lives lost as a result of this horrific terrorist attack on Friday. The best way to defeat this hatred is not by turning on one another but by focusing on the values that bind us." The mayor thanked the public and the emergency services who ran towards danger, risking their lives to help others. Also present were Cressida Dick, the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Preeti Patel, the Home Secretary, and Chuka Umunna, the Liberal Democrats' Foreign Affairs spokesman. After the memorial event, those present entered the Guildhall to sign a book of condolences to the victims. But the vigils took place amid political backbiting, with Philip Lee, the former Tory Justice Minister who defected to the Liberal Democrats, accusing the Prime Minister of a desperate politicisation of the London Bridge attack and using the Trump playbook. He claimed Mr. Johnson had been lying and misleading in the wake of the attack and said, "The desperate, sort of, politicisation of this by Boris Johnson, not a man who is known for details, wading into something which is actually quite complex is not appropriate, particularly so shortly after the terrible loss of life of these two young people." However, Robert Buckland, the Justice Secretary, insisted the UK government was not trying to exploit the terrorist attack for election purposes but admitted, "I do think we need to pause and get the tone of this debate right." He went on, "But for more on this story, visit the news article link."